Hello and welcome back to the Lonely Man Podcast. Today I'm going to bring you my roundup of the year of 2023 and what a year it's been. The video's a little bit late, apologies for that. I've had a busy Christmas and an even busier New Year, but we're making a go of the podcast this year. This is my first episode, so let's just get into it. Stop rambling, get into it. In January, Logan Paul hit the headlines with controversy. I know, shock. With a crypto zoo scam. These were NFTs, they were like eggs that would hatch and you could breed them. And no, I'm not Dylan Dennis talking about his wife. And people lost hundreds of thousands. I mean, it is a dodgy one, crypto and all that. You're literally entering the unknown. So who truly knows who is to blame? It blew up, it was big news. It was like the World Trade Center. It's like entering the world of Wolf of Wall Street. So no wonder so many people lost money. Prince Harry drops an autobiography called Spare, where he literally reveals all. No, it's not a new calendar, but things were said like, my penis was... I can't say it, just play it.
My penis was oscillating between extremely sensitive and borderline traumatized. The last place I wanted to be was Frostnipistan.
Well, it's not the first time the royals have been known for keeping things in the family. Then there was Lisbeth talking about cream.
I'd been trying some home remedies, including one recommended by a friend. She'd urged me to apply Elizabeth Arden cream.
Elizabeth Arden cream. Imagine applying even any cream that has your mother's name on it.
My mum used that on her lips.
What your mum puts on her lips, you're going to put on your dick? No! You know where this is going.
You want me to put that on my todger? It works, Harry. Trust me.
Todger. There's no joke here. I can't get over that word. As we're getting to know more and more, year by year, the establishment is just a joke. Everything's fucked, for want of a better phrase. Mr. Beast uploaded a video claiming to cure 1,000 people's blindness. I mean, fucking hell. I hope it's in audio, so they know what to follow. Controversially, obviously, people are just claiming that it's exploiting the less fortunate, making money off it for yourself. It's a serious topic. And here we have Dr. Beast, to give him his new name, throwing money at the wall in hope that some shit sticks. And I'm not talking about the canes they walk with. Look, it's up to you how you view this. I need to stop. But if someone said to me that there's an influencer out there that is actually helping people with the money and the revenue that they've made, I'd just say just leave them alone, because there are so many worse things that YouTubers do year in and year out, and they still have backings, they still have fans, and it is absolutely ridiculous. So just leave him. He wants to cure some blindness, let him cure the blindness. Jeremy Renner had a accident. No, he didn't misfire an arrow. He missed a whole fucking snowplow. How is that even possible? I truly don't know. I thought he was supposed to be a marksman. But on a serious note, I do hope he's okay. That was my speaker going off, don't worry. On a serious note, I do hope that he is okay. The images are crazy. So, yeah. KSI fought FaZe Temper and won with a very convincing knockout. You'd think after beating a man like FaZe Temper, he'd know how to control his. But more on that later. Cristiano Ronaldo moved to Al Nassr, which is a club in Saudi Arabia. It should have come as no surprise that he moved there, given the monumental demand for goat meat. I mean, he should have just gone for Messi. I'm joking. Everybody knows Cristiano Ronaldo is 10 times better than Messi. It's not even close. And I know you're going to hate on that, but come at me. I've got a throwaway joke as well. It doesn't really make sense, but both Saudi Arabia and Cristiano Ronaldo both know how to skin someone on the left wing. So fucking dumb. And we are moving on to February now, where Sam Smith came to the Brits dressed as a burnt chicken. Have you seen it though? Fuck, it looks awful. I get if you're insecure, like that need to like feel that you've got to hide it by like overdoing things. But fucking hell, it looks like it's been left in too long. And I thought it'd come out. Wakefield Wines also sold overpriced primes, which I know rhymes, and I'm still rhyming. I need to get at this motion straight away. Sending videos where like people's dads would go and buy their primes at like extortionate prices, probably £400-500 a piece or whatever for like a crate of them, and these poor dads like look lost. Spending all that money on like flavoured water is ridiculous. I know I launched a TikTok account off the back of it, so I've got to be careful. But fucking hell. He's made a song as well if you want to check it out, but I don't want to waste your time and I'm not putting it on my podcast. ChatGPT became the fastest growing user base, so AI can solve all of your problems now. And I hope it can. I wish it will. It's my favourite. I support everything it stands for. Please take me with you when you take over the world. We've all seen the films. We all know what's going to happen. Just strap in, guys. It's over. One day, a robot's going to do your job and we'll just be deemed fucking useless. In other news, Cocaine Bear came out. A film about a bear absolutely off his tits on cocaine. I've come up with some working titles of what I think it could have been called. Bear Grylls Running White, Ted Free, Paddington Packingham, Winnie on Food, Yogi Stare and White. Obviously that's in place of blue. I know I've ruined a lot of people's childhoods there, but have you seen what rating the film has? It's a 15, which is insane. If you see the scenes that happen in that film, people are getting flung about, arms, legs ripped off left, right and centre. Yeah. Don't be sending your kids to watch that. Adriana DeBose did the thing at the BAFTAs. If you don't know, this is it.
Let's start. Angela Bassett did the thing. Viola Davis, my woman king.
Thanks for that. I'll sleep so much better now. At night when I'm struggling to sleep, too many energy drinks and just on a caffeine high. I've got all these thoughts running through my head, blah blah blah. I'll sit there and I'll go, oh, she done a thing. Then I'll be soundo for about 4 days. I get the idea, poor execution. Women's power, giving women their roses, got no problem with that. But the cringiness of it, if you watch it the whole way through, it's like watching your mum on stage and you're like, can you please get off stage? Apparently the trolling got so bad she deactivated her Twitter. Apart from that, if I look at it musically, as I should look at everything musically, not a lot of it rhymes, so it's not exactly going to be a hit, is it? Tommy Fury fought Jake Paul, and Jake Paul finally lost. Because if I see another video of him calling people out like he's the baddest man on the planet, and he's just a YouTuber who used to work for Disney, the least threatening thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm just glad. It's a personal victory. Not that I fought him, but I could knock him out. To be fair, it was a really entertaining night. Even I was there. I wasn't there at the venue. I watched it in a pub. But I was gripped. I was very interested as to who was going to win. I was debating a lot of things. It got that bad I made a YouTube video about it. But two people in a ring, boxing, trying to take each other's heads off. It's galactic, it's medieval, and it's fucking brilliant. And Jake Paul held that L. So in February, you of course had the Super Bowl. You had Rihanna performing at the halftime show. Interesting to see her. Been a very long time since I feel I've seen Rihanna. I didn't think she was still about. I didn't think she was still singing. And I didn't think she fixed her face yet. And she still ain't. The umbrella days will never come back. I used to fancy her so much, you know. And you also had a Prime commercial. There's a video online of Logan Paul and KSI reacting to it, and it's just noise the whole way through. Screaming, shouting, talking. How can you wait that long for your own commercial, your £1 billion company, and you're screaming the whole way through it? Like, I would be telling whoever's in that room to shut the fuck up, because it is a monumental achievement and it's ruined by noise. On to March now, and Andrew Tate loses his appeal to be freed from jail in Romania. Of course, he was on rape and human trafficking charges. Of course he was. He was all, oh, it's the Matrix, Matrix this, Matrix that. Who does he think he is? Keanu Reeves? More like Christopher Reeves, get what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's not even a thing I want to comment on. They threw him in, he come out, he was always coming out. I would just want to talk about his influence on young people, young guys, lapping his content up. Like, it's short, it's quick, it's snappy, it's everything that you want. It's men being in power and more important over women, and people are taking it in like it's true, and it is a normal way to live life or way to view life. You're really gonna follow a man who calls himself Top G? Really? How naive can you be to support someone who literally hates on women? Slams gender, slams values, goes at race for no reason. And you lot... The speaker's gone again. And you lot just lap it up. Andrew Tate is not the saviour. Andrew Tate is a little man who's made his money in the most disgusting ways and is only ever going to get more bigger the more he's viewed. So I'd urge anyone with half a brain cell or anyone who listens to this who is a fan of him to not even listen to what he says. Pause the video, close the app, put the phone down and say, why the fuck am I listening to that bald prick? The man looks like Lex Luthor. He's a bald egghead who needs to be cracked. Gary Lineker was banned from Match of the Day for not apologising for a comment he made. The comment alludes to Nazi Germany in the 30s, which isn't a great start, but the comment was basically how cruel it is to not let refugees into the country, saying what kind of world are we living in, basically. So the BBC banned him. It did blow up in their face though, as two of the co-hosts also pulled from the show that week. And it just goes to show, in a broader sense, you can't have an opinion anymore. You can't have a political view, most importantly. But everyone's got political views. I've got political views. I don't know what they are, but one day I'll rub two brain cells together and I'll find out and realise what they are. If you really believe something, I don't think anyone should be able to take that away from you. It's probably the only thing that we've got is our faith and our beliefs. And it just shows how Tory the BBC are. Honestly, to apologise for speaking out. Fucking hell. Talking politics is just like talking death. You can run and run and run, but one day it's going to find you. More on that later. The TikTok CEO was in scrutiny as well.
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand that.
I mean, obviously we know you need to connect to the internet. What the case is asking...
So if I have TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
It will have to access the network to get connections to the internet, if that's the question.
Is it possible then that it could access other devices on that home Wi-Fi network?
Congressman, we do not do anything that is beyond any industry norms. I believe the answer to your question is no. It could be technical. Let me get back to you.
Okay, I'd appreciate it if you could answer that.
And he goes, I believe no. Fucking hell, these days are so different. And you truly don't know what you're signing up for now. Or signing into, I should say. You can read all the policies you want and tell them what you do and don't want them to access. But we all know truly, deep down, whether we want to admit it or not, they'll do whatever the fuck they want to do anyway. It's the wild, wild west out there, baby. Wiki wah wah. Hugh Grant had an awkward interview at the Oscars where he just forgot to answer. Fucking hell, whoa, hold on, whoa. Slow down, mate. You're going to spit in someone's eye if you reply any faster. But on a serious note, fucking hell, like, how slow can you be? Like, I never thought I'd ever see a human actually lag. And he's getting to that age now, you know. Not long now. Starts forgetting things, being unresponsive. How long is it going to be? First he forgets to answer. Then he forgets his name. Then he forgets he's in another interview. And then next year, who knows? He might turn up and forget to wear a suit. Just before the rest of the amazing comedy that's going to follow this. The phrasing of this question, what are you wearing tonight? When he's standing right in front of you. No wonder he buffered. I think I would. Obviously he was there for the film Glass Onion. He goes, I was in it for 3 seconds and I almost had fun. Fucking hell, he sounds like me losing my V-plates for the first time. It's alright. I've got one more joke on this. What is Hugh Grant's greatest power? Oh, I don't know. What is his greatest power? The ability to retain the same amount of information as a goldfish. 3 seconds. Over to April now, and Elon Musk made the blue check mark available for all on Twitter, or X. The original verified, as I'm now calling them, are up in arms about it. Of course they fucking are. How come he got one? I spent all this time doing all these views and doing all this stuff, and he's got this fucking thing and I haven't. Fucking hell. Calm down. Just because I can get one for £15. Wait, I can get one for £15? Fucking amazing, I'm sorted. Status really is everything to these people though. Is it such a bad thing that everyone is on the same level? Is it such a bad thing that I can be on the same level as KSI or the Sidemen or other famous people? I mean, it doesn't change the followers. It changes nothing. All you've got is a blue symbol and a bit of prestige. The prestige has been taken away. Your followers haven't. Fucking get over it. Nigel Farage joined OnlyFans. Literally the last person I would have thought that would have joined it. And it really makes me wonder what the OnlyFans owners, let's call them the party, do you reckon they should have followed UKIP's stance on immigration and said, I'm not letting you in? But he just sent them like a shitload of nudes and videos of him dancing to music naked, and I was like, go on, we'll let you in. You're not so bad. You just misunderstood. Nigel Farage on OnlyFans is the equivalent of giving your racist uncle your phone to play through Tinder, swiping left to anyone who is slightly tan. Elon Musk's SpaceX program was set up, an attempt to fly to Mars and the moon, building a rocket. It was called the Super Heavy Rocket. Fucking hell, I'm surprised it left the floor. Imagine that, on your first attempt of space exploration, going out there to see the stars, you blow your load in the first 5 minutes. Oh, sorry, I got my barbenheimer notes mixed in with April there. Super Heavy Rocket. Fucking hell. Maybe he thought it was just letting off a massive firework. It's not even clever, that one, I just find it funny. Although the space program failed on its first attempt, at least it didn't explode half as much as Elon Musk taking away the blue tick from celebrities. We're in April now. April 23rd. Emergency alert. The whole world in panic. Anyone remember that? How dare the government do this? They're exploiting our humanity. Is it against my rights? I didn't agree to this. Oh, you can just turn it off. And nothing will happen. Lucky enough, I've been training for this day for years. I'm literally known to avoid things before they come for me. Like any access to communication with my family. Trust me, going into settings and then emergency alert and disabled is literally as simple as turning over my phone when anybody I love calls. Philip Schofield quits ITV. This is in May, by the way. After having an affair with a younger colleague. Another nonce. This is getting crazy. It was his runner in the studio. Apparently the first time they'd done anything he was like 20. I find that very hard to believe. He done an interview saying, do you want me to die? Always a good way to wrap everything up and let anyone forget the bad thing that you've done. I want to kill myself. Seriously, fucking hell, if you're doing things like that, yes, you're a terrible person. Then in an interview with The Sun, he just pulls a Lost Mary out of nowhere and starts vaping. And to be honest, that's where things got really scary for me. Because the whole time he's sitting there reflecting and remembering what he'd done. And he sucks a Lost Mary. Mary, if you're out there, I'm sorry. Did you know the part that really gets me? When he come out on TV saying he was gay and Holly was there for him. You got to best believe he's probably come out with that and said just so that this wouldn't come out and to cover it up. I bet you any money. What a terrible person. How can you use someone who's like as genuinely as kind-hearted as that when you're that much of a piece of shit? Next we've got King Charles's coronation, where people camped outside for days to get a front row seat. These ride or die royal Brits went fucking crazy for, and I've just got a few notes here, tax dodging, ancestral, weird, racist, lizard hiding, sausage finger wearing, overprivileged bigots that steal your money. Fucking look at that coronation. You paid for it. Yeah, put that crown on. It makes no difference to us. We can all go and get a crown. It'll just cost us $5.99 and a big whopper. And also, while sitting there on his mighty chair that probably still smells of his mum, his future is literally staring him in the face. There's a Grim Reaper just bowling about, which is ironic as death will see him soon. And we can be your subjects. Fine. Because your position isn't even real. As the only right you have to rule is through God. On a lighter note, pardon the pun, KSI fought Joe Fournier and hit him with the hardest elbow the UFC has ever seen. Wait, what? That was in boxing? What the fuck? Of course it was ruled a non-contest, which is also what a fight with my granddad would be called. I'm not saying Joe Fournier is old, but in the corner before the fight, they didn't use Vaseline, they used WD-40. Round his eyes, so he could open them. June, Colleen Ballinger, made a 10-minute apology video. What was she apologising for? I'll let you guess. Yep, that's right. Grooming. I'm just thinking, do you think we'll ever see a year where a YouTuber isn't called out for inappropriate behaviour with young people. Of course, asking for pictures, commenting on young people's posts, the usual. Titled the apology video, Hi, playing a ukulele and not taking any responsibility. She called it Toxic Gossip Train, Manipulation Station and Mob Mentality. And let's just park that for a second. The one thing I love about the internet is that if it's out there, it's out there. And it will be found and found again. If somebody does something wrong, it is never going away. No matter how hard you try to run or hide from it or even deny it, it's always going to be there and can be brought up at a drop of a hat. You can deny it, but we saw it. Anyway, serious mode off. A ukulele? Really? Even her choice of instrument is small. And let's guess what key she played it in. Probably a minor. She said the only thing she groomed was her 2 cats. And what's the bet? They're called Kitty and Fiddler. Threads also happened, which was the fastest growing social media app ever, and it lasted for about 5 minutes. It was so irrelevant so quickly, I didn't even bother downloading it. I've got enough as it is. I think they should have just made an app that gets rid of all your social media apps. That would be brilliant. Man City also won the treble in June, which is quite incredible if you think about it. Buying billions of pounds worth of players illegally, not getting caught, and winning 3 titles. They've been investigated. Nothing's going to happen. Poor Everton with their points. Strip them of the titles. A Shih Tzu also resigned in June. Oh no, wait. Boris resigned in June to the delight of everyone. And now he can go on a bender whenever he wants. Not that that stopped him anyway. And it'd be nice to now switch on the TV when something serious has happened and not hear and that noise is exactly why there's no face cam today. July now, and we recorded some of the hottest temperatures we've seen for a long time. But then again, this is England, so as soon as anything goes...
The dictionary states that it is conventionally taken as about 20 degrees Celsius.
But then again, as soon as the temperature goes over 20, up or down, England goes into meltdown. 21, oh, it's too hot. Same, 19, oh, it's too cold. Jeez Louise, it's the weather. Deal with it. I'm feeling it too. 2 of the biggest films of the year come out, Barbie and Oppenheimer, to create Barbenheimer. And to pick my joke up from earlier, only 5 minutes into seeing Margot Robbie as Barbie did my atomic bomb go off, shattering and covering everything within sight. But all jokes aside, go check the films out. They are amazing. Twitter also became X, and you know Elon, he loves a letter, because you can't even pronounce this right. Check this out. X, a slanted A connected to an E, A dash, capital X, lowercase I, colon. People with money just become weird, don't they? He should have really called it XX after his 2 ex-wives. And if it's X now, it's 3 X's. Oh no, that's a completely different territory. Into August now and almost there. And Sloth from the Goonies had his mugshot taken following racketeering charges. Wait, how's that even possible? Oh, Donald Trump had his mugshot taken. Lil Tay was thought to have faked her own death, but it all turned out to be untrue. Apparently her account got hacked, but following all of this controversy, she managed to pump out a shitload of content after. So there's an argument to be said, was it all just a stunt? If you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm referring to this person. On Instagram, Lil Tay appeared to accuse her father of faking her death. That brings a whole new meaning to Night Night. I wonder if you read her a story. When you go online and you have all of this money, you stunt it like you've got everything, only for the big bad man called Daddy to take it all away. The end. Still sticking with kids, but YouTube edition now. cenet, PlayStation giveaway. I don't need to say much more. There's people jumping on cars, smashing cars up, hanging off the back of cars. I'll show you, it's ridiculous. I've just got one note here, why? And he got charged. Just really does go to show the naivety of becoming so popular, so young. To even think the thought of saying that to your millions of fans, knowing that you're going to get thousands turn up, truly is just fucking stupid. And I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's young. But Jesus Christ, what, do you think they was going to rock up in an orderly queue? No, they're savages, of course they're going to riot. And that's the people that get one. The people that don't get one, they're going to be smashing the gaff up. I've got a rhyme for you though. cenet, with all that money, forget the giveaway. You should have bought a Bugatti. And then he gave that away. Hundreds of people just holding it like, give me. Also in August, the women's national team lost the World Cup to Spain. I know what you probably think my angle is. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to be like, oh, women can't win the World Cup. Oh, I told you this would happen, blah, blah, blah. I was actually going to tell you my experience of watching it. I didn't. I was working. But I was playing it in my back pocket. And I was making sure to let everyone know, not just women, the score. Spain scored in like the 30th minute. I made sure to run up to everyone. I just scored. Like, come on, if we all group together, we can do this. Half time rolls around. I'm like, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine if we compact and we just go again. It's not over. There's so much time. These are staff members and customers I'm going up to. All different genders though. 60th minute. Oh, it's still 1-0. 70th minute. Oh, come on. 80th is still 1-0. Oh God. 90th minute. Extra time. It's still 1-0. Yeah, they just didn't win. It's a shame, really. I was really rooting for them. The last thing you want to hear that is 1-1 in World Cups. That would have followed us for a little bit, guys. Now they can go off and stick to what they're good at. Insert misogynistic phrase here. No, I am joking. I did follow their journey and they really did go for it. And they were really unlucky in that final. They had a terrible ref. So unlucky. Because I'll literally celebrate anything football. Unless it's England or West Ham. I showed Speed on a live stream, showed his, yeah, he really did. He showed his penis. Which you don't really get. Why do that? I think he banged his head and showed his cock in the same month, bringing a whole new meaning to eye to eye. September now, and Taylor Swift won 9 VMAs, sorry. Each one representing an ex-boyfriend. Who makes albums about their heartbreak. Richie Sunak in September wanted to crack down on the vapes, leaving millions of teenagers in breakdown mode. I've got some names of what we can call them. Baby Vaders, steam lickers, addicted to fog. Seriously, like, if you're that age and you're sucking on them, God, even that sounds weird. Just drop it out, like. XL Bully Dogs, let's do it. XL Bullies, the term comes from various bull breeds being crossbreed, mostly American Pit Bull Terrier. I'm only saying that off the top because I didn't know what it was for a little bit. I was just seeing XL Bully everywhere, not a single dog. Because they killed them all. I'm joking, there's still some around which people are looking after, adopting. A man even put a mask on, not a mask, sorry, a muzzle, to obviously represent that his mum's a dog. No, sorry, wrong note. To obviously show that humans can be savages too. Or maybe it was in solidarity of the dog. But if you're going out of your way to get a dog that's that big, that can cause that much harm, regardless of how well you train it, you got to ask yourself some serious questions. I wonder when they get to the silence clinic, if they say sit down or put down. Don't worry, I've got more. Rather than hair of the dog, you can have where is my dog? Who let the dogs out can now be who let the dogs in? Heaven. My best friend has 4 paws can be changed to my best friend used 4 claws. Dogs never bite me can be changed to whoops. And of course, bulldog can be changed to no dog. On a serious note though, like, there is no problem. You just got to get it neutered and pay like £100 and you can keep it. Otherwise, hand it over. You can love them all you want, nothing's going to change that. Look at the pictures on Google, then we're all in and understand it. A man drunk 2,000 pints in a day. No, not in a day, that would be insane, he'd be dead. 2,000 pints in 200 days, and that's when he became a fucking icon. In October, Messi won the Ballon d'Or, and Messi shouldn't have won the Ballon d'Or. They just gave it to him because it's Messi. Messi hasn't hit his peak for at least 2 years now. He didn't even score the most calendar goals in that year, and how Erling Haaland lost that absolutely blows my mind. But we all know football's corrupt anyway, so it's always going to go to him until he retires. And they'll still probably give it to him. In October, we had, want to chat about flow, tell a fella come see me, boy you know I'm magic on the mic, Houdini. Your child of a chance, I think some kids from America found out about it, it blew up on TikTok, it was absolutely massive. Like West Ham, one finger up, just away from your chest a little bit, stare up with a Stella, obviously get the Stone Island badge in. Want to chat about Florida, tell a fella come see me, boy you know I'm magic on my Houdini. And it's quite addictive if you do it a lot. Not that I do, obviously. It's nice for the local British sesh head to finally make a name for themselves. Also, Wilkinson shut down in October, and I haven't been there for about 10 years, so that's probably why they've shut down. I'm not saying I'm the reason for them shutting down. If I haven't gone there, there's a good chance everybody else didn't too. And of course you had the Russell Brand controversy. Here we go. Accused of rape, sexual assault and emotional abuse. Oh, Russell. No, this is of course about 10 years ago, over a 7-year period where he was at the height of his fame. Known in the time as quite a jack lad, flamboyant sex pest. Obviously, all that doesn't help his case, but there was no concrete or substantial evidence to nail him. Again, for want of another phrase. And who knows? Who truly knows? It could just be another Andrew Tate. But I hope not, and I think not. And I think more would have happened. I don't think just because you label yourself an absolute dicksman that it makes it any more true. It's just funny to me that all these years later it comes up. Not his penis, the allegations. And in October, KSI also fought Tommy Fury and also lost, like Jake Paul. And this is where we pick up my temper joke. I'm of course referring to this clip.
Win the rematch. Do you want that rematch?
I fucking hate losing, man.
Ultimately, even though Tommy Fury won it, it was a loss because he said he was going to knock out. Control it, KSI, come on.
Mate, I love you, but you lost. Just take it. I'm literally as pissed off as you. Well, probably not as pissed off, but I'm equally as pissed off as you that you didn't whack that action man around the ring. A man who's only famous because of his missus and his family, has had literally everything in life on a plate for him. Didn't like him in Love Island. I don't like him in the ring. And I don't like the fact he beat you. But let's not throw tantrums. KSI just bounced in the ring too much, waving his arms up and down, and I swear to God, 1 minute I thought he was going to take off. Close fight, give yourself all the credit in the world because you took a professional boxer the whole way, just like Jake did. So if anyone's the joke, it's Tommy, but as soon as you start kicking walls, you bring your credibility down a little bit. And obviously on that same card, Prime card, we got to see Logan Paul absolutely smash the shit out of Diddy Dallas. November now, GTA 6 announcement in 2023. Announced for 2025, but no month in 2025. So it feels like a 2-year wait. It's not really, I reckon it'll be early 25. And we're basically through this year, so it'll feel like a year and a bit. Also, David Cameron was announced as Foreign Secretary. Obviously didn't go down well. Like that pig, many would say. The man who called on Brexit and fucked off is now running our borders. Look, this is government shit that we're talking about. Everything's underarm, overhand. Keep this quiet. Do this, do that. Money all up the fucking walls. A complete and utter mess. And it always will be. Even if it was David Cameron, it'll be someone else. They'll say what they're going to do, and it just won't happen. And it won't happen again and again and again. All you ever vote for and all you ever see are the best lies. I haven't dipped into politics in a little while. Do you think maybe that's why you done that interview revealing why you didn't run away? Like, imagine his kid, he goes to school, innit? And your dad is David Cameron. That is a rough start to life. And you still got to grow up and see all the rest of the mistakes he's going to make. And trust me, calling them mistakes is generous. The only thing that man knows how to do, and do well, is Peppa Pig. Omegle shut down. Fuck, that one hurt. If you don't know, it's like a website. It's got live chat and video chat, and most kids would have been on it during school. Obviously not during school. And it's basically just a site where loads of old men with massive bellies and small penises are just on there 24/7, and you just click through. Don't really want to see any penises today. It's just sad because it's such a legendary known app. But trust me, the desperate, balding, middle-aged men will be in fucking shatters right now. Get up, get a job, stop looking at children. I'm a Celebrity was out in November. Obviously Nigel Farage, mentioned earlier, was also in there for a record fee. Nella was also in I'm a Celebrity with him, showing all YouTubers out there how to truly ruin yourself on TV. That ensued, I was that pissed, I was going to make a podcast just about Nella, but she just showed why YouTubers can't do TV, because everything I ever see, these young guys with their young mentalities, so naive and stupid and ready to bite on anything that they think is a trigger word, then turn around and act like a victim. And please don't think that that wasn't her strategy going in, because it was. Because apart from embarrassing herself, what other bits of TV did she have? I'll give you the answer. None. But rant aside, right, come on, let's wrap this up. Cliff Richard is going mental in interviews in November. The last reel, is he gay? Snoop Dogg quit smoking weed, and then I think about 2 days later, started smoking weed. Didn't really happen. Plus, I feel like if you take smoking away from Snoop Dogg, he loses literally 99% of his personality. Sticky Vicky died, who is a fucking icon. No, she was and we'll give her a real title, Spanish ballet dancer, but maybe a little bit more at times. Her career spanned almost 50 years. 50 years of in and out. Fucking hell. Doctor Who came back with David Tennant. Honestly, I was like a 10-year-old. Brilliant. Until they got too woke. But I've got a podcast on it with my mate, which is coming out in a couple of weeks. And all will make sense then. And in December, the Wonka film came out. Oh, and a TikTok account you have to check out. Bevo. If you don't know, get to know. He basically eats food, doesn't chew it, and just swallows. And it's as funny as it is cringe. I could go at him, but I'm probably going to do a video on it. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Probably more stuff happened in December, who knows. But to finish, I want to dedicate this podcast to love and everyone we lost in 2023. All of the legends will sign us